Welcome to the His House. It goes down at the motherfucking His House. Like being at the motherfucking His House. Where you get celebrity tea and gossip. Make predictions. We sip tea and per tea line. On stream. Not edited. Straight off the dome. And we sip tea at the His House. Get lit at the motherfucking His House. Sip tea and hear all about it. Let the DJ motherfucking His House. You heard me? Yeah. Hey, how you doing? How you feeling? My per T game. What's up? How you doing? How you feeling? Now that I know you're doing pretty lovely, let's get to this per T on me. Yeah, caught that, catch it. Yeah. All right, y'all. We're here to talk about a little spiritual tea, monitoring spirits. Now, I will say as a disclaimer, the things I'm talking about is just hypotheticals, just conversation, alleged. Take it how you want to take it, live it how you want to live it. But dogs are normally dogs, bugs are normally bugs. So what you hear is just amplified and for entertainment purposes and educational purposes only. Use at your own discretion, believe at your own discretion. I'll say that. Okay, so for the longest, I've been hearing this thing about monitoring spirits. And basically, if you don't know what a spirit is, basically, we're spirits. We have a spiritual entity, we inhabit a body. Yeah. Okay. So, souls, we're spirits. Okay. So, basically, some people say that spirits are among us, and some of them can try to jump you. Okay, that's different. But monitoring spirits is supposed to be those who go back and let your enemies know what you got going on that you don't want people to know. And sometimes they say they can be in form of people and things. Okay, animals. Okay, bug, insects. So I'm just gonna talk a hypothetical about stories I've heard, and then kind of go on my opinion, and then kind of not go on my opinion. Okay, I do kind of believe in it. And at one point, I probably participated in it and didn't even know it because I definitely used to be a person where I'll be chatty. The first time I see somebody, what's this? Where you live at? Where you work at? Where you this? Now I'm very cautious about telling people my business. However, because I mean, it was even one point somebody even wanted to know my address, where I stay, and then found out like that they shouldn't have known my address and where I stay. Okay, so yeah, it gets weird in these spiritual streets, but I will say this: I feel like I've had encounters, but we're gonna get into it because maybe I didn't have nothing. Okay, maybe I'm tripping, and the stuff that I'm talking about could easily make you feel like okay, you might need to get checked out. However, we I don't need to get checked out. We don't need to get checked out over here. So at the end of the day, recently I usually say a prayer to not deal with these type of situations, but for some odd reason, these bugs, specifically flies, gnats, want to. Thankfully, I don't have roaches no more. I ain't gonna never say I never had no roach in my life, see no roach in my life, but I'm talking about gnats because I feel like roaches can be that too. They said that was like one of the main ones, and luckily, like I said, I don't have those. But it's hot, and insects have entered my home. Bugs. Now, spiders love to be around me. It can be oppy, but I normally, to be honest, speaking of that, it's definitely one following me around. No, no, no. So what it is, I don't know if my ops sent it because literally I picked up some stuff from my ops because I had to because it was like I had to pick up my stuff that I had left somewhere. Okay. I got it back. Didn't really look through it, but I set it in a location where it's not directly among me, but I don't know if y'all happening to y'all, but I be seeing stuff on the corner of my eye, and I could have swore I saw some legs moving. And then in the same place where I picked up some of my stuff and left it there, I be seeing like webs and stuff in webs. So I'm like, and then I was it's so crazy. I even went outside my home and thought I saw the same thing that I saw scurrying, and it never lets me see it. It looks black with legs, but I never can see it. It's so fast. Like as soon as I turn the light on, as soon as I move, that's a whole nother side. But it's not in my dwelling, thankfully. But it kind of is because I saw it in like a garage and outside. So that's a whole nother story because that pisses me off to be honest. For one time, I even thought it was like a little person because I'm like, one time I was looking around the side of my fence and boom, it appeared and disappeared. And then I looked again, I didn't see nothing. So I'm like, am I tripping? So okay, I don't waste too much time. Let's get into it. But lately, these fly and these gnats been following me around, bro. And it be like one or two. Or they come in pairs. Like if there's a fly, it's a little bitty gnat that come with it, which is real weird. If there's two flies, it's two gnats, which is real weird. So I'm in the process of killing gnats and flies and rebuke them in the name of Jesus or whatever else. Rebuke them in the name of whatever sanity. Okay, so they say it's a trick. These mother freaks are smart. I literally seen a fly getting trained on social media. So yeah, they can be smart, but these things are too smart because they literally taunt me. That's how I know these things are fugazi or on some spiritual type because they pay extra attention to what I'm doing. They act like regular flies, but they pay attention. Like I'm somewhere, it's over there in my face. One of them even like kissed me or something because like ran in my face or whatever because I was ignoring it. And if I ignore them, they like go crazy. They start buzzing around, flying around. And the little gnats, they crazy as hell. One of them flew in my nose, I think one flew up in my mouth. Like they just violate for real. But they said like wing things you can get them by spraying water, and then they wings lose, they durability, and then you can then catch them and pop, which I got one like that, and that thing took me forever. The little gnats, they're smaller to see, but like these mugs just got through jumping off my drink and stuff. I'm like, do I want you coming behind me? No. But anyway, they're just like always visible. I'm like, take your outside. And like, it's hard for me to catch them. I done sprayed the water and everything. These things be dying. These things is smart. Like, yeah, Buzz can be smart. Like I said, I seen one online training. But, like, be freaking for real. Another situation I had was with mice. Um, now I can't say that was one. Well, because I ended up popping them. And that just ran past my head real quick. Bastards! Dirty bastards. But anyway, but I feel like they were interdimensional. I talked about that on my parallel video with the mice, the rat mice. Okay, but um, I do believe like skinwalkers can like change into different entities. I've had cats run up on me before. I've had cats walk in my home before that I didn't know. Um, I well, first of all, let's talk about this. I actually saw a dead snake. The head was ripped off. Shout out to whoever ripped it off, whether it was a stray dog, stray cat, or whatever. Because I do feel like you can have your angels and spirit guides watching you too. So that's the hard for me to decipher. Is it spirit guide or is it demonic? Most times I don't feel like it's demonic. I feel like I have watchers that come in the forms of both the things I've just everything that I've described. But I do have some experience where I feel like some of them were dark. If I say that, I ain't gonna say demonic. I'll say dark. Okay, so let's get into it. So, I've seen reptiles come around, and I mean, I bless my home to where sometimes I can hear stuff at my door, but not able to come in my door. If that makes sense, like I hear a thud, and even stuff crawling on the roof. I've heard that. Because I'm sensitive and I can just hear sometimes in the spiritual realm. I've even I ain't gonna say that right now. Okay, so but what pissed me off one time is I think an ex of mine came in the form of a dog. And the reason I knew it wasn't like for me is because it was just a whole scenario. I could and it came to me in a whole nother city. But the dog had beautiful eyes. It was beautiful. Like it was a color I never seen before, and it just stood there staring at me and the people I was talking to. And we was sitting in a vehicle, which was the weirdest thing ever, and it chased somebody over to where we were. So I do not feel like that dog was supposed to be there. And for one, it was too beautiful to be just be walking around. Like somebody should have had it as a pet. And it was early in the morning. Like, what are you doing? Like it was pitch black. But anyway, so that's that's that. Also, um, what else have I seen? I think that's the gist of it. Cats that's enter my homes, but I think them were more of they came in peace. I can't really explain it. I didn't feel threatened, even though they could have been. I didn't really feel threatened. And it was one time, like I said, I've seen like frogs, lizards around or whatever, but I don't really feel threatened. But they'll be like lingering around my yard and stuff, or like when I'm coming out, which is weird. I've even seen them by my door, so they could be dark because it's like I'm not supposed to let you in, but you just sitting here. What are you doing, listening? Type ish weird. Like I literally almost felt like I was gonna step on one because it was like right sitting resting at my door. Um, what else? And I really feel like the snake situation was attacked by one of my protectors, if anything, or it could have been dropped off by my op. But I do know the body wasn't in my yard, but the head was. The body was across the street. And when I say snake, this wasn't no little baby. This was like a full grown mammoth snake. Um, and if it wasn't like finalized, it could have been a little bit unnerving to see. Luckily, I didn't have to see it, but luckily, I have like dogs and stray animals and stuff that come around that took care of that situation. Because I do live, we have sewers, drainage, and sometimes that stuff can like come out. We recently had a lot of water, stuff like that. So they also come from that. So at the end of the day, I do somewhat believe in it. Some people said that even like when you see like a big fat a fat fly, which I've seen a lot of them, they said some of them could be even that. And because I be wondering sometimes why this fly so freaking big. You got them giant flies and you got little. They said the giant flies is ones that be about that life. hope I said something because I really didn't say nothing, but I'm saying like, yeah, I kind of believe in it or whatnot. Don't really scare me too much, but I still, have to say what I say to keep them stuff from around me. I have to protect my home and cleanse my area and space a lot more than I used to. Um, because I do feel like it can happen. I don't really be talking too much, but even watching stuff on TV, like I feel like they listen to see like what's said, what you listening to. Even had flies on the TV. You know what I'm saying? I watch a lot of Sally Tarot. Not sadly, but um, sadly, I need to stop watching it so much. You know how you get in those episodes where you watching DF, DM, DF, DM, which I'm trying to wean because it's been years. And everything that they're saying, they don't need to be hearing if they on that monitoring tip. If I'll say that, because me talking about stuff, they won't ever hear that. They will only hear about what I'm listening to about TV. So they definitely had access to that because they flying around, flying around. I mean, for days. Like, and I'm trying to figure out how the freak did that fly get on my freaking house. And it was one point I like R.I.P. to the fly, R.I.H. because that thing need to go to hell because it pissed me off. I mean, literally, it was like flying by my face and buzzing in front of my face, and like they just annoying as fudge. And I know it's trying to annoy me. That's the crazy part. Cause I'm like, it's getting my trying to get my attention, but no, it's trying to annoy me. Cause why are you touching my face? Like, and then I try to slap at them things so many times, throw stuff at them, and they're literally dodging everything, bro. And I just gotta like literally pray on their downfall still because there's no reason why these you go in my house. Because as soon as I pop one, then another one popped up, and we can't have it. Like when I say it's done, like you're not welcome in my home, you're not welcome in my space. Period. So y'all just be safe out there, because like I said, some of them can be scam W's, in my opinion. Um, And I feel like some of these skin W's can come in the form of insects. And I would have never known. Because, like I said, with the flies, it gets personal, bro. Because why you hit me in my face? It's like it was almost trying to kiss me. Or, it literally, one attacked me while I was like naked and shit. Sorry. Like, flew up in my motherfucking nose. And, um, like, I'm up here stretching and stuff, you know, doing my stretches, but I had clothes on. But one of them, like, flew up in my motherfucking mouth. Like, the freak? Just weird. Because a fly is normally kind of leery of people. Like, want to get around you, away from you just a little bit. But, like, you flying in people's body parts. Like, you on some real one. And shoot, I felt like one flew up the cooch one time. Because you know how you sleep sometimes naked. But I probably was tripping. And I hope I was tripping, but I don't think I was tripping. So these things is weird. It's a freaky little bugs. I think they get up close and personal. But true enough, that could have been in my head, imagination, because I never saw nothing come out my nose. Our show was, whoo, whoo, whoo. I never really saw nothing come out my mouth, but I was, because it felt like something flew up in my mouth. And the cooch thing, of course, I ain't never seen nothing come out my cooch. But I feel like they be playing mind games. Like, cause I'm like, did that just fly in my ear? Did that just fly up my nose? Like, I'm like tripping. And I don't like that for real. Like, I hate them. They the worst. Cause like, I think I be tripping for real. I don't like that. Have you ever had a fly in a cooch or fly in anything? First of all, have you ever farted in your cooch? Cause I've done that too many times. We got that bump, but don't them air pockets swell up together, and it's just so disgusting. But hey, I'm not gonna open my legs every time I pass gas, cause who does that? So in the process of me keeping my legs closed tight, I had the air pop off one of my butt cheeks and flop me in my cooch. More than one time that I care to discuss on this platform, but I feel violated every time it happens. But it's literally me just closing my legs and doing what she does, and, and then you hear that vibration of the poop poop. I'm like, oh, I feel violated. Bop. Anyway, okay. That's too much information. So I'd like y'all to hear that last part and just chop that off. Okay, y'all be good out there and be safe. Welcome to the He's Out. It goes down. Welcome to the He's Out. Where we go down. Welcome to the motherfucking He's Out. Sip, tea, don't holler. Shot caller, protection. Liberty and gossip. Holler. Like